What's up, YouTube? So, long time no see. I guess a quick update on the farm. Everything is doing good, I guess. Hanging baskets look good. Greenhouses look good. Quick update, there you go. It's like I'm just kidding. Well, let's see. My Lyme's disease has been acting up for the last 2 weeks, and well, I'm assuming it's my Lyme's disease. I don't know what else it would be, but I have been in an extreme amount of pain, and it's been driving me insane because I like to get stuff done, and when I'm in pain I can't get stuff done, and then so that makes me like mentally in pain, and it drives me insane. So how's that for a rhyme? Yeah, that's about it. I've been pushing through, getting a bunch of stuff done. I really have no choice, but like doing this stuff is what keeps me going. It's just like Paul in that sense, like his garden is what keeps him going. He loves it. It's what motivates him. It's his love, it's his passion. Same goes for me. So even when it's a little painful to do, I still love every minute of it. Yeah, and then it started getting warm out. That probably sounds pathetic, but here in Washington, like when it hits 75, everybody, at least in this area, likes to complain, and you kind of adapt when you move to Washington, and when it hits 75 you're complaining too. And I've never liked the heat, but for whatever reason, I think it has something to do with the humidity in the area, but 75 with the sun's intensity is hot. As dramatic as that may sound, it's hot. While I'm standing here, check out my tomato trellis. I've got all of the tomatoes strung up. They're just twisted on there. Yeah, see, twisted. Whoop-de-doo. I used some just log poles that I cut down. It's green wood, but I thinned it out. The trees were too close to each other anyway, so and then I ended up just tying them at a set height, so they're 6 feet tall, I think, something like that, maybe 6.5. I think they're 6.5 actually. So once they reach the top, then I think what I'll do is I'll just cut the string, tie another piece of string to it, and lower it. I was gonna get the tomato hooks, but needed to get my tomatoes planted, and by the time they would get here it'd be too late, so whatever. That's not that big of a deal. So tomatoes are there, and then this bed right here is going to have all my determinate tomatoes, and they get pruned a little differently, so I'm not going to do that thing. I'm tired. I've been trying to transplant all day and clean the barn and clean up everything out here, the orchard, all the gardens, all that fun stuff. It's been cleanup day. Tomorrow's harvest day, or I don't really know when you guys will be seeing this, but as of right now, in my time, tomorrow is harvest day. And then Friday I'll wash, clean up everything, and then Saturday market, and then the Sunday tour, and then I guess I could show you guys this. So I've got the market, and then I've got my second market, which is at the farm tour, which is really cool. Paul and I were talking before market season started up. We were like, what happens if I don't sell everything out at market? What am I going to do with the rest of it, since I'm not doing a CSA this year? And then we came up with the idea of setting up my booth at the tour. And people really want to support when they come out here and they don't know how to, because like Paul's never offered anything, and until now I wasn't offering anything. But then I set up my booth. I don't know if you can see that. It's not the same setup as Market, but I mean, I'll put a picture in the video of what it looked like last Sunday. But I just haven't had the energy to break it all down yet. It happens. So it's just sitting in the sun, fading a little bit. I'm not happy about it, but I don't have it in me to break it down right now. Don't let me forget to roll my windows up. I'm gonna edit the video tonight, so if I forget, that'll remind me and I'll have to run out here in the dark. Can tell I'm kind of out of it. Greenhouses are doing good. I'm really behind on transplanting. I mean, this greenhouse doesn't really have much to be transplanted. This is just stuff that's germinating with the shade cloth on because it keeps it cooler. These are all, what are those, elderberry and fig cuttings that have been rooting and growing out. I'll pot them up. Maybe sell them this fall or sell them in the spring. We'll see. Onions, those definitely need to be transplanted. Peppers need to be potted up. These leeks need to be transplanted. And then these are all cucamelons and India something gherkin. I don't really know. There's some determinate tomatoes and some anemic looking cabbages that need to go in the ground because I suck and I'm slacking. This is big. This is fun. I'm so happy about that. It looks gross in here. It's probably really dark, but it looks gross because the rabbit pee on the tin shows up white when it dries because all the calcium and stuff in it, but ignore that. I got rid of my quail. I enjoyed raising the quail. They were fun. It was a fun little thing, but at the end of the day, I hated feeding them. It took an extra 10 minutes in my morning chores to do everything, and 10 minutes is a lot of time. And yeah, so I got rid of them. I sold them all. Sold the whole setup, all 4 cages, 26 quail, the feeders, the waters, everything for $100 just to get rid of it. And I took a loss on it, but I'm so happy. It's so weird. Normally I'm like, what the heck, I could have made money on that because I'm an entrepreneur, and that's just not who I am, to just take a loss on something. But that was so worth it. I don't know, maybe one day I'll get back into quail. We'll see. I did, oh, look at that. That's why this tray looks like, hold on, this is why this tray looks like it had really poor germination. I was like, what the heck, I know the seed's good, it's seed that I saved, but here's why. Can you see on this tray what the problem is? I feel like I'm on like an episode of like Blue's Clues or something, or Dora the Explorer. Look at this. This giant man-eating slug. Disgusting. Hold on, I'm gonna see if he can come out. Gosh, this thing is so fat. Just sick. I hate slugs. Jeez, there's a bunch of little ones. Deep breath. I wish I could throw them to the dogs, like, Micah, you want a slug? You want a slug? Oh, poor guy, it's stuck in his fur now. I'm sorry, that's disgusting, I know. Let me get it. Okay. He exploded. Now I've got slug slime all over my phalanges. Okay. I hate slugs. There's so darn many of them here. Even the chickens don't like them. These are the meat birds. They are doing good. They've stabilized. No more deaths. Hallelujah. This garden's doing good. Just cropped out a ton of not spinach. I'm talking about spinach for so many times, or for so long, or whatever. Cropped out a bunch of lettuce. Pretty much all of my heads of lettuce that were somewhat mature got harvested, because this week it's gonna hit 90, and for here that's pretty insane. What do you think, buddy? Your name's not Buddy, but what do you think, dude? That's right. What he said. This garden's doing good. I'm just looking at it in the camera. Just transplanted that, whatever that is, bok choy, or pak choy actually. Here we go. This is a good topic to talk about. I wish I was in the fence, because then I could pull one and show you, but you're just gonna have to believe me. You can look at the greens and see that there's not one bug bite on any of the greens. And then the turnips themselves, these are Hawkeye turnips, by the way. The turnips themselves are perfect. Like, not one blemish on them, not one little bug bite, nothing. Just perfect, like big, juicy, amazing Hawkeye turnips. And here, that's pretty big, because any kind of turnip or radish, or sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't when it comes to brassicas. But the gay fly larvae, or the root maggot, calm down, Willow, come here. They just decimate everything here. Like, it all starts with the soil. I know, I'll go into another video about that. The soil's not perfect here. We're slowly working on building it and changing it and making it better, and figuring out why certain pests come to annihilate certain crops, because, like, well, we know why, because they're lacking in certain nutrients to defend themselves. So anyways, long story short, I know that this crop in particular is lacking its self-defense mechanism. So I actually dipped each transplant, because they're multi-sown plugs of turnips. I dipped each transplant into chitosan, and chitosan's nature's like natural self-defense mechanism. It's a byproduct of chitin, which is broken down and absorbed into the plant system and turned into chitosan, or chitinase, or whatever. I'm tired. So when the bug bites the plant, when it has the chitosan in its system, it burns the beak off of the bug. So you pretty much eliminate your pest problem with that in particular crop. So turnips look good because of that. So I'm really stoked about that. I've got beautiful turnips to take to market. I don't know if I even said it, but meat birds are getting processed next week. I think it's just going to be me and my friend, or my friend and I, processing. I was hoping to do another class on processing, but like I lost way too many birds, and I don't like to host a class without letting the students take their first bird that they've processed home. So I don't know, I think there's only like 75 birds, so 2 people, we can jam that out. I'm not too worried about it, at least. Let me set the camera down, it's getting heavy, my back hurts. Yeah, so there's the update. I actually did a video clip on my phone the other day. I think I was actually wearing the same shirt. So we'll see if I post it next week after this video, but it doesn't really matter, that's stupid. Anyways, I did a video clip on picking the plants you want to save your seed from. And so, I don't know, I might add a little bit to it come next week once the plants in the video have matured a little bit. We'll see about that, but I don't know. Look forward to a video about selecting the plants that you save seed from in your garden. Willow, no digging. So, in the meantime, like as always, video suggestions are always welcome. I know I say that all the time and probably don't get any of the suggestions done just because when I'm out here it's just like, let's just get it done, like work, let's get that done, and then if I have time we'll do a video, and then by the time I have time to do a video I'm like, what do I do, what do I talk about, and then I just do another tour, like a garden tour, walk around, loop-de-doop video. So sorry about that. Anyways, happy gardening. God bless. I don't know what else to say. There's not much else you can say, I guess, right? Thanks for watching. That's one thing. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't hit the thumbs down. That's a waste of time. That's just doesn't do any good for you. So hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And yeah, I should get back to work so I can go to bed after I upload this video for you guys. So yes, you're welcome. God bless. Adios.